I was talking about revival, and after that talk, and I went to meditate and just rest and recover some strength. Spiritual work is very tiresome. I Two things came to me very profoundly. Two things that have really two visions that I had way back in 2014, around there, around April. And I was just about to, one was when I was just about to leave Kenya for Uganda to go for missions. And I stayed in Uganda for 3 years, learned so much from those wonderful, beloved sons and daughters of God. The other one was the day I handed over leadership at Victory Faith International Ministries in Nairobi. I got a vision that same day too, and while I was in the sanctuary just waiting to be called up to say goodbye to a people and a congregation that I had pastored for many years, I think 5 years, 6 years like this. And these two visions came back to me very strongly today, just after I spoke about revival. And I believe now they make sense. For the last 6 years, I've been trying to understand them. One of the visions was when I was in the sanctuary, and as we were just doing worship, this vision just came up in front of me. And I was shown the whole earth, the world as a globe, the way you look at a globe. And then it was stretched out. And in the stretching out, I was shown now nations and continents. And I looked, I saw Asia, I saw Africa, I saw the Middle East, I saw all the way South America and North America and Europe. And then the light started just coming down strongly, and the light was like homing in, like coming to a point somewhere. And then because it was stretched out now, the way you do with your phone, you enlarge until you get to that point and you magnify that point. Now it started just enlarging itself, and I noticed the point was first in Africa, then it was in Kenya, and then it zeroed in slowly and it was at the coast. I can't pinpoint exactly where at the coast, but it was on the coast of Kenya. And I looked at that light, and the light now started just intensifying there, and then suddenly it started shooting out its beams into the whole nation. And I could see it was stretching out to go into Uganda, stretching out to go into South Sudan. And I just watched the light. I didn't understand much at that time. It was significant to me because it was the day I was handing over leadership at Victory Faith International Ministries in Nairobi. And I tried to put it in perspective to my handing over of the ministry and maybe God's direction for my life. Nothing happened. For 6 years, nothing happened until today when I talked about revival. Then the second one was I was staying, I'd now packed everything. I was with my family. We were just waiting for a few days. We would be moving out from Nairobi. Everything was ready. And we were at my friend's house in Nairobi. He was hosting us as we were departing. And I got a very profound vision that night. I was taken in the spirit, and again I saw the world. And I saw the oceans in the spirit, the entire ocean. And then I heard a very strange sound. And I wondered what had happened. But I could see right inside the ocean. And I looked right inside the ocean and I saw something had happened at the bottom of the ocean, such that the flow of the ocean had shifted and gone under. And then I heard the word subduction. It was the first time in my life I heard that word. And I thought, subduction, okay, I'll check that. And then suddenly, the entire ocean was swallowed up at that point where the subduction had happened, where the rift had created in the ocean. And the entire ocean disappeared until there was only sand. There was no water. And then I found myself at the beach. And I stood at the beach and there were a few people at the beach, not near me, maybe a few meters from me. But there were quite a few people. And many people were not venturing to the beach because there was no ocean. So I was just standing there looking, no ocean, nothing, and wondering to myself now, where did the ocean go? An entire ocean can just vanish. And then I heard a sound, the roaring of waves, mighty waves. And then I just sensed in my spirit again, the waters are coming back. I don't know how long between they went and they came back, but the water started coming back. But it was not visible physically, but I could see in the spirit and I could hear the sounds of the waters. The waters were coming and it was a mighty wave. It was zooming up, coming to the beach, and I got so excited. And then there were some people at the beach and they had the same, and they disappeared. They ran for their lives. And I wondered to myself, I'm so joyful that the waters are coming back. There's no fear in me. But people are running away, people are scared. And I just continued to stand there, and as I stood there, I started feeling the breeze that was being pushed by the waves as the waters were coming. And I could feel the breeze, and it was so nice, so relaxing. So it was so the sound and everything. I was just feeling refreshed. And then suddenly I started feeling the drops of water. It's like some of the water was being carried by the breeze ahead of the wave. And then it was just pouring on me, and I was feeling, wow, the waters are coming. And I was so excited. And then the vision ended. And for 6 years, I have not understood anything. I've tried, I've prayed, I've fasted, I've done everything. But I've never been able to understand or find an answer. But today, when I talked of the revival, these two visions came back to me. Very profound visions. And I was reminded those two visions are tied in with the revival. That the revival I was being sent to proclaim, the herald had already been given in those two visions. That the waters will come back. The earth was completely waste and barren, and the waters had gone, and it was so fallen. It looked had lost so much hope, and I was looking at the ocean. But when it came back, it was the revival. The oceans were coming back. It's the revival that is coming, a mighty revival. The wave and the power of God is coming in a mighty way. And that was the reason why I stood at that beach. I did not move even an inch, because I said, I will wait for the waters. I will wait for the waters to come over me completely and soak me and completely cover me. I wanted that. I really needed that. That was revival. My hunger for revival. And the light is the place and the location of the revival, the coast province of Kenya. The revival will break out from this zone. And I am so excited to tell you that wherever you are, it doesn't mean that because you are in another part of this nation, you will have to wait. No, the waters as they are coming, they will be dropping those droplets. That is still revival. But the big one is coming. Just like in baptism, it's the big one. You go under the water, you are baptized. So even in revival, the big one will come. But before it comes, there will be the little droplets which are here now. This is what we are experiencing now, the droplets, it's the awakening, the reviving. People are being revived. People are being made to, restoration is happening to many people, and quietly, but it is coming. Soon there is a revival. I'm going to be talking about more on the revival because I believe I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. In my generation, I will witness the revival. I will be a participant in this revival. And I pray you will be there too, as the world witnesses the power of God, the love of God, and the grace of God again visiting mankind. In Jesus' name I bless you. Thank you.